Welcome back, boys, to the motherfucking Bong Pongo show. Today is a very special day because it is the second episode of Pongo Reviews, the brand new series on the Stony Beer channel. Now, today's episode is brought to you by
Stony Beer Records! Stony Beer Records! Wait, there's a camera? I didn't want that. Wait, let me turn this off. Wait.
among other things, and sources and places. Now, our sponsors have been grateful enough to give us a brand new tripod. Alright, well, with all the congratulations and shit out of the way, today I am going to be showing you one of my favorite products in the entire world. Now, it's hard to say that this is much of an unbiased review because it's not. This is completely biased because today I'm going to be reviewing my favorite beer of all time, Coors Banquet. Yes, and apparently it's also the favorite beer of that dog over there. Coors Banquet is an American lager, first founded in 1873. I think is the first time it was brewed. It was brewed by a man named Adolph Coors, just over the mountains there in Golden, Colorado. And ever since, it's been brewed in the same place. It's a miner's beer, an American beer, a workman beer, a beer that has a dedicated fan base so large, so dedicated, that it's unlikely that Coors is going anywhere. Now, just go ahead and crack myself a beer. I think I'm going to go ahead and take myself the first sip. Now, if you boys have something you would like to sip on as well, go ahead and pull it out. Go ahead and show you a little bit of the can here as well. Got a nice, I think it's the anniversary edition. It's, what is that? However many years it's been since 1873, quite a few. Got a nice, it's like little, I don't know what you'd call that, American Western scene there, I guess, Oregon Trail type shit along the bottom. Nice pretty picture of the Coors distillery there over in Golden, Colorado, and some pictures of some beautiful Rocky Mountains. Of course, it's made with 100% Rocky Mountain water. It's, just over the mountains there. There's the Rocky Mountains, and they make some pretty good water just out of their buttholes. Pretty interesting, huh? Comes right up out of the butthole of the earth, and you put it in a water bottle, and damn, tastes good, huh? Well, without further ado, boys, I'm going to go ahead and take a first sip of the Coors Banquet. Now, right off the bat, a Coors Banquet is that very bready taste that you're probably all familiar with if you drink lager. However, it tastes, in a way to me, more full and more perfect than any other bready taste. Now, if you're used to like Budweiser, you're probably used to like that sour taste. Or if you drink more like Michelob or like Miller High Life, you're probably used to a little more subtle bread taste. Coors Banquet, however, tastes like Grandma Sycamore's white bread in a can. It's very watery, very thin, so you can get it down pretty easily. Although it's a little bit, I'd say it's a little bit heavy on the stomach, at least. It goes down really light, but you feel it in your stomach almost immediately after you drink it. That said, though, I'd say this is a good power drinking beer. If you like pounding one after the other, after the other, after the other, this is the beer for you. One of my favorites, actually, this shit. I've been drinking this for years and years and years. I remember the first time I ever drank it was, man. Sorry. I had to get a fucking sip. First time I ever drank it was a beautiful day, my man. Let me fucking tell you. My buddy Chance hooked me up with Coors Banquet. One of the times I came down to visit, I was living in Oregon at the time. I didn't really get a chance to come down and visit my home state, come down and visit my house here, so I think must have been like February or something, just like the one time a year I ever got to actually come down and visit. And all my buddies were there, and everything was, it was a good fucking time, and everything was chilling. And my buddy Chance is like, yo, I got like 30 Coors out in the back of my car. And I'm like, no shit, you're just driving around with 30 beers in your trunk? He's like, hell yeah, brother, come grab a few. So I go outside the house, walk my little ass, my little skinny ass over to fucking Chance's car, flips the trunk over, and there you go. It's not even just a case of 30 beers. I'm talking there's just 30 beers just in the trunk, just everywhere, just rolling around. So he just pulls out a few and he hands me a few, and I mean, I put them in my fridge, and I I held on to them. I think I had one that night, and it was just perfect, pristine. I'm like, oh, this is good shit. I gotta try this again. So on my way home, I'm driving, and I stop in a little town called Ontario, Oregon, middle of fucking nowhere. Beautiful place, I tell you, man. Right in the middle of fucking, right in the middle of, I don't know what you'd call that, Snake River Basin type shit. It's right near where the Snake River twists up and starts to go north, kind of in the Oregon section. It's stupid pretty out there, mostly just farms and rural shit, but my god, it's pristine, dude. You get to hear the birds even better, you can hear them here. You can see the sky even better than you can see it here. But I'm just chilling in my hotel room. It says, no smoking, in big black letters, so I'm thinking, shit. Well, no smoking. I didn't say nothing about no drinking. So I pulled out one of those Coors from my truck, and I had me one. And I had me one of the greatest nights of my life. Went out to my car, did a couple rips off my bong, and then went to bed. Pretty typical story, but man, it stuck in my head, and it made me realize that Coors is one of the greatest things on earth. Maybe it is just the bias of having had so many good experiences with it since then over the years, smoking cigarettes and drinking Coors by the reservoir with my homie Izzy, or from motherfucking just kicking it in the mountains, pounding Coors, or kicking it with my homies down by the river in Oregon, pounding Coors, or pulling Coors out of my jacket when I'm at a bar, because I sneak beers into the bar, because I'm not paying $7 for no beer. Anyway, yeah, no, I mean, Coors is kind of my go-to, so it's kind of hard for me to separate my experiences from anybody else's experiences. Some people might have a horrible time with Coors. Maybe they pounded 27 of them and they threw up all over their girlfriend's dad's, I don't know, like, vintage heirloom rug. And it's ruined forever now, all because of the Coors Banquet. So they will always associate Coors Banquet with ruining the heirloom rug that they were never going to inherit anyway, because they're not the favorite. Yeah, no, Coors is, to me, though, probably one of the best cheap, I mean, if you could call it cheap, it's one of the best, like, poor man beers if you're wanting something pretty chillin', but not too premium, you know? Because that's the problem with a lot of beers these days, especially these motherfuckers that drink IPAs and Hefeweizens and shit. They think that just because a beer is more expensive, that somehow it makes it better. Here's a newsflash for you. I could fucking bottle my dick and balls and sell it for $700, but it doesn't make it taste any better than a fucking Coors Banquet. That being said, though, oh fuck. That said, as a lager man myself, as somebody who personally prefers lager, this is probably just going to be my go-to anyway. If you are like me in any way and you like lager, you probably have other go-tos. I think every lager man just kind of picks one right off the bat when they first start drinking, and that's just their favorite for the rest of the time. I think I would have a hard time convincing anybody that doesn't like Coors to like Coors, and a hard time convincing anybody that likes Coors not to like Coors. So, for the sake of this video, I'm not really going to do either one. I'm just going to talk mostly about how much I love it, because I think this is the best shit in the fucking world. And my favorite thing about drinking Coors Banquet is after a couple sips, you can say anything that you want to say. Man, it's like liquid confidence, liquid courage. And I think that that right there has to be the greatest benefit of drinking Coors Banquet. Boys, I don't have much else to say. I think I'm a happy little lad, and I think my belly has grown quite warm and quite full of this Coors Banquet. So I would say, man, if you got $7.99, head down to your fucking grocery store, pick up a 6-pack of these fuckers. It won't even last you 2 days. That said, boys, have yourselves a jolly night. Drink yourselves to death. I'm just kidding. Don't actually do that. I'm seriously just kidding. Seriously, don't do that. I love you, boys. Hit the motherfucking like button if you liked it. As always, hit the motherfucking subscribe button. And as always, hit the motherfucking dislike button if you don't like what I'm talking about. Of course, this is my Minecraft server, and I demand you to leave. If you don't like what I'm talking about. Bong Pongo, out.
Man, I'm out in a yard that used to be a field. I used to have a car that used to have wheels. I used to cut the cards, yeah, I used to make deals. I used to give a fuck, man, that's just how I feel. Now I sip until I pass, I get 'em fucked up till I'm wasted. I'm smoking it in the morning till I'm motherfucking faded. I've been smoking the bliss, I've been sitting that shit. I've been smoking fucking fast, I can feel my eyelids sitting in a ditch. Miss Wilkins, say shit, Miss Frizz on my bitch. I don't give a fuck, man, I smoke in the wet brick, I smoke in the whip brick. Smoking in the